Good evening, everyone, on this Worship Wednesday, as we call it Hump Day. It's the middle of the week, and we are moving into the weekend. Tomorrow will be Friday Eve, so we're almost there. We just got to hang on in there and know that God is going to help us make it through. On this Worship Wednesday, I just want to come and talk about knowing what to do in the midst of our trials and tribulations. See, many times we look at those circumstances and we look at those situations and we start to fret, we start to worry, we start to make our own plans. And when we do that, sometimes we end up messing it up. But if we would take the time to just worship and praise and to give God the glory and to speak into existence what it is that we desire to do and use the word of God to do that, then we will be able to overcome. See, many times we're broken and we're battered and we're bruised, but if we would take our broken, battered, and bruised bodies and lay them at the feet of God and lay them at the feet of Christ and let them just touch us and touch the hem of their garment and do the things that we need to do, or cry loud if we're blind and can't see, and we don't let up until we get the blessing and the breakthrough that we need, then we will see in the end that God will bring us through anything that we may come to. See, sometimes we're put in certain situations and certain circumstances to see how are we going to respond? How are we going to react? Are we going to let that problem or that situation overtake us and overwhelm us and consume us? Or are we going to say and throw up our hands and say, Lord, I surrender and I submit and I give it all to you? On this Worship Wednesday, give God a praise. Give God the honor and worship that is due him or her, and let them fix and mend the broken pieces. On this hashtag Worship Wednesday, hashtag hold on, I'm going to put Jesus on that. Remember that at the end of every rainbow, there is a pot of gold. It may not be the pot of gold that we're looking for, but it is the pot of gold that God knows that we need and that will sustain and satisfy us in the end. Have a wonderful evening, and I will see you on tomorrow.